I have approximately 12 questions.
Okay.
Firstly, what did you like about Christopher Barzak's novel One for Sorrow?
I think when I read One for Sorrow,
Yes.
I fell in love with the characters. I
Okay.
fell in love with Adam and Jamie and Gracie and how real they felt to me, how sort of genuine and complicated and unpredictable they were.
Okay. Which are the main changes that you made from this novel to conserve your screenplay?
You know, the main change was just condensing the
Okay.
novel and getting rid of things, sort of making it
Closer?
making it closer, making it tighter.
Okay.
But also the way that Jamie dies is different.
This morning we spoke with different friends, yes, and we see that the character of Jamie already looks like Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
It's a real choice, it's your volunteer.
We didn't cast him
Yes.
because of that. The character always wore glasses.
Okay.
And you know, we cast the actor that had dark hair.
Yes,
and it's,
like him. So
it wasn't intentional, but it was an interesting development.
Yes, good one. I have read that you took your inspiration for Andrew White watercolors to make your film. Which have been your other inspiration for this film?
You know, I was inspired by Andrew Wyeth, and then
Yes.
there's a photographer named Todd Hido,
Okay.
who, you know, the color and light, you know, there's a lot of shots and scenes that we were inspired by. You know, and those were the two main sort of visual
Okay.
inspirations, yeah.
Okay. What do you like in supernatural stories?
You know, the thing about supernatural stories that I
Yes.
love is that, you know, you have this freedom because, you know, if the audience is willing to say,
Yes.
okay, I believe, I'm gonna take part in this story, and
Yes.
you know, he's dead, he's a ghost,
Yes.
he's here. When they let go of that, then it leaves them open for really
To enter the story.
to enter the story, yeah,
Yes.
and not have that wall. Because if you're watching a supernatural story
Yes.
and you don't know what it is, you know, that it is supernatural, maybe you have that wall.
Yes.
But I find audiences that are
Wide
going to
open.
look for genre movies or look for fantasy movies, the wall is down.
Okay, good. Could you talk to us about your main casting? Cameron Monaghan, Noah Silver, Liv Tyler, Jenny Greer, and Morgan Saylor. How did you choose them?
You know, all of them. We looked a long time for the boys.
Yes, of
You know,
course.
it was really a long search, and it was really finding actors that worked well together. You know, and finding actors that really are teenagers.
Okay.
You know, that are young. You know, there's a lot of actors that are
12,
25.
yes.
You know, playing 17.
Yes.
But all of these kids were, you know, were real teenagers.
Okay, good. Different themes are in your film as regret, death, relationship between people. Why these themes are so important for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, for me, the film is so much about loneliness
Yes.
and the need that we have to connect with each
Yes.
other. I think each character is lonely in their own way, and they all crave and need that connection. And it's not always easy to find. You know, each of them finds it in their own way.
Okay, good. Your film is in the official competition of the Deauville American Film Festival. How do you feel about this? Do you like the city? Are you
Yeah.
happy to be here? Yes.
Yeah, I'm
First
so
time for
happy.
you or not?
Not the first time. I've been here once before. First time with a film like this.
Okay.
Yeah, but the city is beautiful, you know,
Yes.
and it's nice. And I mean, the setting, I mean, the crowd,
Yes.
the theater, the way the festival treats the filmmakers, it's quite nice.
Yes. What do you think about the different concept of this? What is yours?
The different one?
The concept of death.
You know, I think that.
Do you believe in phantom? Yes, a ghost maybe.
It's a hard. I don't know. I mean, I think that I believe in energy. I believe that when we
Yes.
die, we don't, you know, gone completely. You know, where I think that there's something that
After,
stays
yes.
behind, and I think that death is really frightening and scary, and I think that was one of the reasons I wanted to make this movie, was to look at how scary, and loneliness, how scary loneliness,
Yes.
can be.
What do you think about the fantastic cinema? What are your favorites?
Well, I love genre cinema.
Yes. I saw it before also.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So you know.
Yes, I know.
I mean, I don't know. Some of my favorites. I like some of the classics, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes, of
I
course.
love. The Brood,
Yes.
Videodrome, David Cronenberg.
Of course.
But then also, like, I like some of the more recent French genre, like Haute Tension,
Yes.
L'Intérieur. Even like Calvaire.
Yes, I saw. Yes.
So I think that there's in the last.
It's original as
10,
movies.
10 years or so,
Yes.
there's been some really interesting French genre films.
Alexandre Aja is very good also.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Piranha.
Yes, you like it?
I did,
You see
yeah.
the others? Because there is two movies. So from the first from Alexandre Aja and one other with gone directly in video.
Oh, the
But
first one that Alex
It's
Aja
better.
did is,
Yes.
is the one
Second
that I
one you
liked, yeah.
cannot forget.
Yeah.
Which were the biggest difficulties that you met during the production and the shooting of this film?
The biggest challenge that we faced during the shooting was the temperature. It was cold, and
Okay.
not just a little bit cold. It was really cold.
Okay.
And we had a lot of outdoor scenes. We had a lot of night scenes. And we didn't have, we didn't have trailers. We didn't have, we didn't have heater. We had
Wow.
blanket. We had, this was
Difficult.
a small film, and so that was probably the biggest. Was just spending, 10, 11 hours just outside, really freezing, especially for Noah Silver, who played Jamie Marks.
Yes, good. Can you talk about your collaboration with film composer French François Yod Chanfro?
Yeah, so we had heard some of his music
Yes.
before while we were doing the editing of the movie,
Okay.
and really fell in love with his
Type?
his sort of the way that he conveys emotion, and
Okay.
we were incredibly lucky that he was available. He saw the movie and loved the movie,
Good.
and so I came to Paris to work with him a couple of
Yeah.
times. Like I think I made 2 trips,
Okay.
and we just spent 12 hours working, and
good.
he was playing the music and watching the film, and it was great. It was
Yes.
yeah.
Perfect combination
It
between
was.
the picture and the song.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
One of my friends asked me this question. Do you think that Jamie's death was a result of gay hashing at school? Do you think that it's the main social comment of your movie?
I think that how Jamie died was, in a way he died from loneliness.
Okay.
I don't
Yes.
think that he was gay bashed or was murdered, or I think he probably died inside long
Yes.
before he died
Yes.
physically.
Okay.
And I think that rather than sort of try to say that it's this social message, I think that thinking about Jamie Marks, and
Yes.
I think that all of us in our school, in our life,
Mm.
we've known someone that has gone through a situation
Yes.
like that, and I know I did. And it just made me spend a lot more time thinking about how to treat people, how to
To feel them, yes.
exactly, and how important it is to show kindness and empathy and love, and
Of course. My last question will be, what advice would you give to someone who would like to work as a director?
I think that, gosh, I don't know.
Or a screenwriter, for example?
Yeah, well, I think that the great thing about working today,
Okay.
if you want to be a writer, it doesn't, you can just write. That
Yes.
doesn't take,
Of
You know,
course.
you don't have to wait for someone to hire you to write
Yes.
something. You can write something on your own.
Of course.
And I think that, you know, for a director, it used to be that you needed to wait for someone to give you the opportunity.
Yes.
Now, you can make a movie with your phone, and, you know, it doesn't require, you know, big budgets and
Yes.
movie stars. I mean, if you can tell a story on your phone
Yes.
with, you know, your friends, you know, I would just say, you know, practice and actually, you know, tell
Okay.
stories.
And last one, do you have some current project actually?
I'm working now on another genre film.
Okay,
That's about Brazilian black magic.
good,
Yeah, scary.
good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I have